Hello students, welcome back to another session of Social Studies. Today we are on lesson number 7, Transport and Communication. We are going to learn in this chapter about transportations, what are the means of transportations, and about the means of communication. Now, if we go back some 3000 years, we will find that there was no invention of wheel. Before the invention of wheel, people used to travel on foot. They used to hunt. And then carry the animals on their back and reach their homes by walking. But slowly, the early human they started inventing the wheel. Then, after the invention of wheels, we saw many developments. Like due to companies have started making the different kinds of vehicles. Then we also saw many means of transportations. We have train, we have buses, we have cars. Then also we have aeroplanes, we have ship, we have boats for the transport. And because of this means of transport, our travel has become very easier. Now, before starting the chapter, let us see this form of session. Choose the fastest or the most convenient way to reach the following destinations from the options given in the cloud. You can take the help of your teacher. So, out of this box, you have to find which is the fastest and the most convenient way to reach the following destinations. The first is classroom to playground. Now, in order to reach the playground from the classroom, which is the most convenient transport, you can use your foot, isn't it? Because the distance between the classroom and the playground won't be much. So, you can walk and go to the playground. So, you can write on foot. Next, Kolkata to Ahmedabad. Now, Kolkata to Ahmedabad, it is sure that you cannot you cannot walk and go there. You need the fastest means of transport. So, what you can do, you can either go by airplane or you can go by car. You can go by air or you can go by road, isn't it? And also you can go by train. So these are the means of transport. But which will be more convenient and fastest? I think airplane will be the most fastest and convenient transportation, isn't it? So you can write here airplane. Next. Taj Mahal to Fatehpur Sikri. Taj Mahal is in Agra and Fatehpur Sikri is also in Agra. So you can use car. Car will be more convenient. You can't go by train because train it is used for traveling long distance, for long journey, and airplane also for long journey. So you can take the help of a car. Next. Mumbai to Elephanta Caves. Now, Elephanta Caves is also in Mumbai. So, what you can use? You can use the car, you can go by road, or else you can use a boat. So, I think convenient will be boat. So, you can write here boat. Now, see below. Suppose that your friends and relatives reside in the above mentioned places. You cannot visit them very regularly. Suggest some ways to keep in touch with them that would not require you to travel so much. So, above, if suppose your friends and relatives are residing in the above mentioned places and you cannot visit them often. So, what you can do? What convenient things you can use in order to be in touch with them? We can use communication, isn't it? We can talk to them by phone instead of traveling to them every day. We can talk on phone, we can send them mails, we can send them letters, isn't it? So here communication we can use in order to be in touch with them. Now in this chapter we are going to look about and learn about transportations and means of transport in India, means of communication. Now human need. According to the needs of the human, we use the things, isn't it? Now let us see. The need of humans to move from one place to another, to transport goods and to stay in touch with each other led to the development of different means of transport and communication. Now see, when the early man, some 3000 years back, early man, they started learning using the wheel in order to carry the things and also in order to reach their destination. Next, they started using communication. First, they started writing on the stones. Then they started using some gestures so that they can communicate. So in this way, the communication and transport came into existence. Now transport. Transport refers to the movement of people, animals, goods and services from one place to another. The means of transport kept changing with time. Early humans traveled on foot. Later, they started using animals for transport. After the invention of the wheel, carts were used. So, with the changes of everything, with the changes of time, the transport also got changed and developed. Early humans, in the starting, they used to travel on foot. Next, they used animals for carrying the things. Next, what they started, they invented the wheels to carry the things as well as to reach their destinations. Today, different means of transport like roadways, railways, waterways and airways are available that have made traveling faster, easier and more comfortable. The choice of transport depends on distance, cost, time, availability, size of things to be transported and the quality of service. So what are the means of transport we have? We have roadways. In roadways we can travel by car, we can travel by bus. And in order to send the goods, we can use the truck. Then in roads, like for traveling small distance, we can also use the auto rickshaws or we can use our vehicles, we can use our bicycles, isn't it? And railways, we also have railways. Trains are available to cover a long journey distance. And then waterways, we have ship, we have boats. And airways, we have aeroplanes, we have helicopters. So this means of transport also depends on the distance, on their cost and the time. The time also matters. If we are in urgency, so we know that which means of transport is the fastest of all. So we can use that means of transport. Next, we have roadways. Roads are an important means of transport in a country. Depending on the materials used to make them, they are classified into two categories. Roads in towns and cities are metalled. These are permanent or pakka roads made out of materials like cement and tar and can be used round the year. So, roads are categorized into two, metalled and unmetalled. Metal roads mean which are pakka roads. Unmetalled roads are temporary or kacha roads made of mud and materials that are not very long lasting. Such roads are difficult to travel on and get washed away during rainy season. There are roads that connect important towns and cities. They are called highways. So, through highways or roadways, when we say by road, it means we have to travel on the highways in order to reach our destinations. And highways, they connect the towns and cities. Highways are of two kinds. National Highway, NH. They connect state capitals, big cities and towns across the country. They are constructed and maintained by the central government. Now, highways are also classified into two. The first is national highway, that is known as NH. So what does it connect? It connects the city, it connects the states, it connects the capitals and also the towns across the country. And who construct these highways? The central government. Next, state highways. There are state highways, SH. These are roads that link important cities, towns and districts within the state and connect them with national highways or highways of neighboring states. Tunnels are dug through the hills and mountains to make roads and railway tracks. Bridges are built to connect two river banks on which then roads and railway tracks are built. So this was about the roadways. Now there is an activity above. Explore your town. Find out more about the road transportation system in your town. Which is the most commonly used means of public transport? So you have to make a survey in your area, in your town, and find out which is the most convenient road transportation system in your town. Second question is, which is the most commonly used means of private transport? The first question you have to find out the public transport, and the second question is you have to find out the private transport. Are the roads smooth or do they have potholes? Are the roads congested? Are there speed breakers on roads? So have a survey on your road and find out the answers of these questions. Now we will move on to railways. Railways is one of the cheapest and the most widely spread mode of transport in India. In 1853, the British introduced railways in our country. So in 1853, the Britishers, they introduced railways in our country, India, and ran the first train between Bombay and Thane. So the first train which was ran in India, it was in Bombay and Thane. Earlier, trains were run by steam engines. These days, they run on electricity. Trains are of two types, passenger trains and goods trains. Passenger trains carry people from one place to another. Goods trains carry goods like food grains, coal and petroleum from one place to another. So, trains are of two types. One is passenger train where we can travel, the people can travel, and next we have goods train where all the goods are being transported from one place to another. The metro rail has a revolutionized urban transport system in Kolkata and Delhi. Constructions of this network is taken place in cities like Mumbai and Bengaluru. We also have the metro rail. Waterways. Water transport is the means of travel on water bodies like rivers, seas and oceans. Boats have been used since long by humans. Ships, boats, yachts and canoes are some means of travel on water. It is a fuel efficient and an eco-friendly means of transport. Ships that carry people are called passenger ships. Ships that carry goods are called cargo ships. Tanker ships are used to carry oil and petroleum. People in the countryside use boats to carry rivers and streams. These days, luxury liners or cruising liners offer holiday package to people to travel to tourist destinations. Some of the important ports in the country include Mumbai, Kandla, Chennai and Kolkata. Now, airways. Air transport is the fastest and most expensive means of transport. It is used to travel long distance. Aeroplanes and helicopters are the prominent means of air transport. They transport passengers, mails and goods, especially perishable items like fruits, vegetables, flowers, etc. In case of wars and natural calamities, they are used in providing relief by dropping food machines, food, medicines, clothes, etc. to people in affected areas. Air transport is of two types, international and domestic. Domestic airline in India connect the states with one another. A number of international airline connects India with other countries. So there are two types of air transport. One is international and the second is domestic. Domestic airlines means it connects the states with one another, and international airline means it connects India with other countries. Air travel in India is offered by both government and private airlines. Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi and Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport in Mumbai are two of the busiest airports in our country. Now, this was about the transport. Now, our next topic is on communication. Communication is the process of sharing thoughts and feelings with one another. The different means of communication used by us in everyday life are discussed below. The postal service is used to send letters, money orders, parcels, etc. within the country and outside. It is one of the most important means of communication in the country. Speed post and courier facility are modern faster means of communication than the postal system. So, through the postal services, we can send letters, we can send parcels, we can send money orders. And from this postal service, speed post and courier facilities are the modern means of communication. It means within 2 days, your things will be parceled, your things will be sent immediately. You don't have to wait for weeks and weeks to receive the parcels. So, speed post. Fax, also known as facsimile phone, refers to a communication system that sends an exact copy of a document to someone within a short span of time. The machine is connected to a telephone line. Now, telephone is one of the quickest and most convenient means of communication today. The popularity of landline phones have decreased with time and they have been replaced by mobile phones. These days, smartphones are used that not only allow the user to make calls and send messages, but many other things. The Internet, also called World Wide Web, gives users access to information on any topic while sitting in the comfort of their homes. These days, Internet provides facilities for social networking, messaging, and shopping of items without having to go to the market. Email or electronic mail is a means of communication that is available through the Internet. Now, communication. With the changes in time, we can see that there is the technology has advanced. Before there was postal service, and after the postal service we had fax. Then after the fax we had telephone. Then in place of telephone now we have mobile phones, smartphones. Then came the Internet. Now we saw that the postal services, how it works. We can send messages, we can send letters, we can send parcels, and it is the cheapest means of communication, okay, the postal service. But it takes time. The postal service, it takes time. The letters, it may reach within 1 week or it may take a longer time. But with the advancement of technology, nowadays it has become very easier for us to send or receive messages. We can send messages through our mobile phones, and we can also make calls to our relatives who stays very far away from us, isn't it? Now, before the smartphone has came into begin, there was telephone, landlines. Now, When we used to use landline, we can talk to the persons within the country, okay, and if we want to talk to the people who are residing outside the country, we need an extra charge. But now, due to the invention of the smartphones, now we can talk to the people who we can communicate to the people who are out of the country. We can send messages easily, like through social media, like internet, which is also known as World Wide Web. Through internet, we can connect with the people all over the world. We can send messages. Social media, which plays a very important life in the present situation. If a person is residing outside the country, what we can do? We can use the social media, the help of social media. Like we can use many apps like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp to connect with the people who are residing outside the country. So it means that we are living in a very the world is in our hand, we can say that, because we can connect with each and every person all over the world. The internet, the smartphones, the email services has made our life so easier and so comfortable. We can send email to the persons. See, before how we used to send the mail through the fax machine, isn't it? But now we can send the email. We can type the mail and within a second it will reach to the person. Email means electronic mail. It reaches within a second. So with the advancement of the technologies and with the changes in time, we can see the communication. It has made our life very easier and we feel very happy. Now radio. Radio is one of the oldest means of communication in India with a widespread network. Programs are broadcasted on the radio in different languages on different subjects like education, current affairs, latest happenings around the world, music and films, etc. Now radio, it is the oldest means of communication. But in radio, we can only hear, we cannot visualize. So this was a very negative impact of the radio. But let us see. No doubt a radio gives information about everything, about education, about current affairs, about the cricket also, about music. But the thing is that we cannot see. So we can only hear and assume. We cannot even see the people also. Then next time, in order to make it more easier for the people, the television was invented. Unlike the radio, which provide only audio, television shows video too. It allows us to see and understand what is happening around the world. Now, because of the television, we can see as well as we can hear whatever things are happening around us. Now, newspapers and magazines form parts of print communication which carry information about news and events from across the world. Newspapers and magazines, through this also we can get the information about the world. But nowadays we can see the news on the television as well. These days they are available in electronic format also, which people can read on their computers, laptops, tablets and even on their mobile phones. Now newspapers and magazine, before it used to come on printed form, but nowadays we can see, we can read the newspaper in our computers, in our telephones. We can read on our smartphones and laptops, tablets, isn't it? So we can see that with the advancement of the technology, We have with the advancement of the technology, there is drastic changes in the communications also. Now let us see filling the blanks. Before the invention of the wheel, man used animals as a means of transport. National highways connect towns and cities across India. The first train in India ran between Bombay and Thane. Mumbai, Kandla and Kolkata are important ports of the country. Postal services is the most important means of communications of a country. Now stay true or false. A boat travels faster than an aeroplane. False. A village road may not be tarred. True. A number of domestic airlines connect the Indian states with one another. True. Email is also understood as a postal services. False. The internet can also be used to shop for items of use. True. So this was about the chapter transport and communication. So next time we will meet with a new topic. Till then, thank you, and everybody take care of yourself.